guys, my name is Travis Compton, and today I'm going to discuss how to add a highlighted animation to a cell in your Microsoft PowerPoint table. So if you're anything like me, you haven't exactly worked in PowerPoint the past few years, and suddenly for work, you've got to put together a presentation, and you're looking at a table very similar to the one in front of us now. So the table has a lot of important information that we obviously want to include. But as we're discussing this table in our presentation, we want to single out some positives that are hiding or maybe being obscured by some of the data surrounding it. We of course want to do this by having a highlighted cell appear as we're discussing this table. Now it's a super simple concept, and I'll go over two ways to quickly and easily do this. Now let's get started. So the first thing you want to do here is select your table. You're going to copy it, click out of it, and paste. So you're going to grab this table and place it directly over your original table. So we obviously want to highlight one of the positives, I suppose, in this table. Let's just say it looks like our percent to goal on Saturday was pretty good. So let's highlight this. We want to talk about how great we did on Saturday. So come up here to design. We're going to go to shading, click that, and let's hide it with a nice yellow. No one can, no one is going to be missing that. So once we've highlighted it, we click back into the cell. Let's go over to animations, and let's have it appear. Obviously, we want to be making we want to make our presentation professional, and kind of the idea is that any of these other animations kind of detract from that. Now, there's a couple things to note here that we'll see right here is when to start. It default is on click, as you can see. There's a couple of options what you could add here. My recommendation is to just leave this alone. Adding times or delays to it is going to put you under pressure while you're presenting, so it's easier just to leave it a click and you have that cell appear whenever you're ready. Next to mention is the animation pane here. This is going to show all your animations you have on a page. Obviously, we only have one animation, so it's pretty simple, but again, if you were going to add a bunch of different animations to a slide, you can obviously manage them here. Again, if you're making a professional presentation, you typically, I'm assuming you probably wouldn't have too many animations unless it absolutely necessary. But again, if you wanted to look at those, they're here. So let's exit out of that and let's go down to our preview button to see what it looks like. So we obviously have our table here. We're talking about it. We're really excited about all these numbers, but we really want to talk about that Saturday again. So we click and it's highlighted. And there we go. Our focal point is conveyed to our audience. So just for fun, let's add another layer to this because we want to talk about maybe something negative. Obviously, to constantly improve ourselves as people or professionals, we got to talk about our negatives and try to improve on them. So all I did here is I just command V'd again. So I just pasted, or excuse me, I pasted that original table right over it. So now we have 3 tables stacked on top of each other. And we're going to go through the same exact process that we already did. So we're going to come to Sunday here because our percent to goal was pretty bad. So we're going to highlight that cell, go back to design, shading, and since it's bad, we're going to make it a red so everyone knows that was not a good day for us. And again, same thing, we're going to click into the table, go to animations, click appear. And again, you can see all this, but now the only difference is we go to our animation pane and suddenly we have 2 animations. Obviously, this is that first table that's going to show the positive one, and then this is the second one that's going to show the negative one. Obviously, this is on the first click, this is on the second click. And you can see you hover over it, it'll let you know it enters on the click. Exit out of that. Go to our preview button here. Talk about our nice weekly sales, click, there's our positive, click, there's our negative, and we're good. Now I did mention I'd show you 2 ways how to do this, so moving on to the second one, that's why I have this random duplicate slide sitting here. So we're going to essentially do the same exact thing, except we're not going to add any animations to it. So go ahead and right click this. We're just going to duplicate this twice because we're going to create the exact same slide that we see in one. So here's our original. We're going to come here. We're going to say this is our positive slide. Again, design, shading, yellow. Come here, design, shading, and red. We're going to look see what that looks like. We're going to go to our presentation. And the thing to remember here is we're obviously on slide 2. We're going to click, and it's going to take us to slide 3. Click, takes us to slide 4. So obviously in presentation mode, it looks exactly the same as this first slide. Instead of just having it in one all packed together, we have it in 3 separate slides. It looks the same, but it's slightly different, obviously. So if you really don't want to use animations, you're super anti-animation, you can do it this way. The only thing really worth noting, I would say, is again, if you're using this for a place of work and they're going to be using the PowerPoint as like for educational purposes, you might not want to have so many slides, as it can kind of make things confusing, especially if someone's trying to learn from it. And again, same thing for school. If you're turning in your presentation, it might look kind of weird for a professor or a teacher, say, is looking at it and they're wondering why you have 100 different slides basically showing the same table just with random slides highlighted. So that is it, guys. Super quick, super simple. Hopefully this whole thing helped some of y'all out at home. I mean, I know this is a problem I came across while creating a presentation for my internship, and for the life of me, I could not find anything online about this. And obviously, as I'm new to coding, I run into a lot of issues, uh, and I spend a lot of time Googling. And a lot of these times, these specific solutions or issues simply don't exist out there. And I'm always trying to make these videos to, I don't know, kind of combat that issue. And I have a couple more ideas. They involve some more PowerPoint, some Power BI, R, and Python, as these are a lot of the programs that I use in school and my internship. So if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions, or want to see more of things like this, please let me know down in the comments or like the video, whatever you do these days. I don't know. It's all arbitrary. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and good luck to anyone out there having to make a presentation. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, guys.